Hey Student Success, welcome to week 2 of the semester. I hope now that you're through the first week, you're getting adjusted and you're accustomed to the navigation of the course. So as a reminder, the Start Here section is probably going to be, again, like maybe less used this week if you need to access still the welcome video to brush up on navigating around the course, or if you need access to the syllabus, whatever the case is, that's the section for you. And then please don't forget that I send out announcements. Anything I send as an announcement, I also send as a course message. In week 1, I let you know when you were finished with the first week so that you could kind of like just mentally be like, all right, I'm done. I will continue to do that for weeks, the first few weeks, and then any week where there's a lot of assignments going on. Please make sure you check the course calendar. It has all the due dates in there. They align with the syllabus and the messages, but sometimes people like to check the calendar, and then your grades to keep up, just to kind of know where you stand with everything. All right, so in the lessons area, the Muddy Point and the Student Lounge will always be there the entire semester. At this point, you'll see the workshop video is still there. You want to make sure that you are signing up for and attending your workshop between now and the end of our session, which is in May. But you want to make sure that you get one that you want to attend, one that is interesting to you or helpful to you in some way. So please make sure you check out the assignment instructions and the video that is specifically geared toward the workshop. All right, so we're gonna hop down to week 2. So you can see week 2 videos will eventually be viewable. The chapter is chapter 4, so spend some time taking a look at the chapter 4 lecture video. It'll walk you through the concepts for the week. That'll help you understand the basis of the assignments. So if we click into our week 2 folder, you can see the snapshot here. We do have a discussion forum, just one this week. I know in week 1 you had 2, just one discussion forum this week. So you need to post your original response by Wednesday for week 2 attendance points, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. Remember, a response is some kind of check-in, agreement, follow-up, something so that you are kind of interacting in a meaningful way, not just yes, I agree or good job. You know, you're asking a question. You are trying to maybe compare, contrast, kind of build on what someone has said. And then you have a chapter 4 assignment, which is due Sunday. So let's jump in and take a look. So I click in the assignment area. Your discussion forum is due Wednesday, but in order to answer the questions, you have to take this How Well Do You Listen survey. So you'll click on it, and it's going to open up into one of these. I'm going to launch it. It's going to open up into one of these. It's going to talk to you a little bit.
Now that you've read about focused listening,
it's going to walk you through and answer some questions. When you get to the very end of this assignment, it's going to say, you know, hey, here are your results, or here are your suggestions. Now, after you take that, this by itself is not a graded assignment, but you have to take this first in order to respond to your discussion forum. So it's going to ask, how did you do? Meaning, how did you do on this survey? Did the results surprise you? And what is your plan for improvement? So you're going to click in here, hit create thread. This is just like what it did in week 1. It's going to repopulate the prompt, and then subject, you know, chapter 4 discussion or week 2 discussion. And then you're going to answer the questions. You know, how did you do? Were you surprised? Were you shocked? Were you not so surprised? And then what can you do for improvement? So chapter 4, this assignment is all about how well do you listen. So your response is going to be something about, you know, oh, I was really surprised to see that it said I need better listening skills, or I know that I am not great at listening, and here are the things I can do. You know, I can, if I'm in a face-to-face class, I can sit closer to the front of the classroom, or I can read the text beforehand, you know, anything like that. And remember, if you're ever stuck on what to say, that's what our materials folder is for, to get into the chapter, look at our video, look at the PowerPoint, anything that's going to help you. All right, so please make sure you take this survey and then post your original response to this discussion forum by Wednesday, and then respond to 2 classmates by Sunday. All right, we scroll down. You have a chapter 4 assignment this week as well. This is due Sunday, so this will open up into a Word document. It's going to look like this, and this is going to focus on the 3 areas that chapter 4 did talk about: listening, note-taking, and memory. So listening, what 2 things do you need to do to improve your listening? So you're going to write down, you know, I will, da-da-da-da-da. When are you going to take that action? Maybe the next time you're in a face-to-face class, maybe next week, next semester, whenever the case is. And then how will you know your listening has improved? The same thing for note-taking. What 2 things can you do to improve your note-taking? When will you do those things, and how will you know your note-taking has improved? And then memory. What 2 things will you do to improve your memory? when will you do that, and how will you know your memory has improved? If you are stuck, please make sure you go back to the week 2 materials folder, and you can certainly pull up the chapter 4 slides or pull up the chapter 4 textbook link and start going through and look through the sections and all the different things. Like, okay, here, I really need to focus on this like active learning process, or what can I do before class to help with my note taking? Here's the listening section. What can I do to improve my listening? Here's the note section. So, and here's the memory section. So pay attention to those particular areas. If you need suggestions, you can go back in there and look through the chapter. So again, this is going to say, what do I need to do to improve listening? What 2 things do I need to do to improve note taking? What 2 things do I need to do to improve my memory? When am I going to do those things? How do I know that I have made those improvements? How do I know my listening or my note taking or my memory has improved? You're going to go ahead then and save it. I'm just going to, real briefly, I'm just going to save it to my desktop. Save. When you're done, you'll go back into our course. Get back into the assignment folder here. And I'm going to click on the actual name of the assignment, chapter 4 assignment. This is a file, so I'm going to go browse local files, find where I saved it, hit open, and then submit. It's not going to let me since I'm not a student. But all right, if you are using a Chromebook or a MacBook, it may or may not communicate with Blackboard very easily. We found that there are issues sometimes with Chromebooks and MacBooks. So if you upload it and you cannot see the file, I definitely can't see the file. And then if I go to upload or view it and I cannot see the file, I will put it in the grade area. I'll say, hey, I cannot see this file. Can you please send it to me a different way? So you may have to like download it as a PDF and send it that way, or you may have to take a screenshot and send it that way. But I will let you know if that is the case. All right, so as a recap for week 2, you are spending some time in chapter 4. You're posting your original response for the discussion forum by Wednesday for weekly attendance, responded to classmates by Sunday, and then please make sure that you submit your chapter 4 assignment by Sunday as well. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out and have a great week.